agenda is the Pledge of Allegiance. And Logan Skeen, I see you out there, and I just saw you the other day, so I think it'd be great if you led the Pledge of Allegiance.
Wow. How random is that?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. We'll now move on to the adoption of the agenda. Are there any changes or amendments to the agenda as presented here? Hearing none, we will adopt the agenda as presented. Next item on the agenda are commendations for 12 students, virtual school.
Yes, okay. So today's presentation is set up here for us, and our principal is at a basketball game, so teaching basketball, so I'm going to play this for everybody. Here we go.
This month, we are excited to recognize an outstanding student from Nissa Virtual School. I would like to introduce to you Kaden Scott.
On there, but not on here.
She has been enrolled with Nissa Virtual for the past 2 years and has truly made the most of her experience. She is a This month, we are excited to
How do I bring it over?
recognize
Let's just play it like this, and we will share it with the community.
Yeah, sorry. We thought we had it all ready to go. Okay.
an outstanding student from Nissa Virtual School. I would like to introduce to you Kaden Scott. She has been enrolled with Nissa Virtual for the past 2 years and has truly made the most of her experience. She is a successful student who consistently demonstrates dedication, responsibility, and a strong work ethic in her learning. Outside of school, she is highly active and involved. She participates in cheer, enjoys traveling, and balances her busy schedule with grace and determination. Her ability to stay engaged both academically and personally speaks volumes about her commitment and her character. Beyond her achievements, she also is a wonderful role model for her younger siblings, leading by example through her positive attitude, perseverance, and kindness. As she prepares to transition to the high school program next year, we are confident that Cadence will continue to grow, succeed, and inspire those around her. We are proud to celebrate her as our Student of the Month. Thank you, Cadence, for being awesome. And remember, we are Nissa Strong.
Thank you. Next, we will have the elementary school.
All right, we have some excellent students that we are going to represent, and Miss Book is sick, so she's apologized she's not here, but we're going to start with our K1 and 2 Student of the Month, Luke Skeen. Luke? Come on up, buddy. Turn around and we'll show this certificate off to you. Here's your certificate. Mr. Pratt's going to read a couple things and I'll give this to you, okay? So, Luke is such a great kid to have in my classroom. He is a good helper and a great friend. He is happy to be at school and happy to learn. He is also willing to help others when needed. and I can always count on him to do small favors for me. I'm looking forward to having him as a first grader and seeing all the progress he makes. That's from Mrs. Masso. And Luke is in our dual language program, so he's got a lot of time with those kids and with Ms. Masso. And this is from Mrs. Mesa. Luke is a wonderful role model and a joy to teach. As his kindergarten Spanish teacher, Luke comes to Spanish class ready to learn, always listening carefully, following directions as well as helping his classmate get to what's expected. He takes care of the school property. If something's misplaced, Luke returns it, and without being asked to do so. He consistently demonstrates excellent behavior by showing respect to his teacher and classmates, using kind words and setting good leadership examples for others. Academically, Luke works hard to learn new Spanish vocabulary, and he is always eager to try, even when something is challenging. I'm very proud of him and all the progress he has made. Congratulations on being Student of the Month. Keep up the fantastic work, from Ms. Mesa. Congratulations, Luke. And our next one, number 3rd, 4th, and 5th, is Sebastian De La Fuente Ramirez. Congratulations. So, Mrs. Olson says, I would like to nominate Sebastian for Student of the Month in recognition of his outstanding growth and positive contributions during the first half of the school year. Sebastian has shown immense academic growth, demonstrating increased focus, effort, and perseverance in his learning across subject areas. He has also made remarkable improvements in his attendance compared to last year, showing a strong commitment to being present and ready to learn each day. His math and reading growth show that he has already grown approximately a grade level and a half just in the first half of the school year, making him on track by the end of the year to make twice the amount of expected growth in math and reading just in one academic year. In addition to his academic progress, Sebastian consistently brings an upbeat attitude to the classroom and treats both peers and adults with respect. He takes responsibility for his learning and approaches challenges with a positive mindset. Sebastian's hard work and growth make him a wonderful choice for Student of the Month, Mrs. Olson. And Mrs. Delbridge says, Sebastian was in my class previously and was always a respectful, hardworking student who set a great example for others. He consistently treated his classmates with kindness and respect and demonstrated strong perseverance through challenges. Great job, Sebastian.
Thank you. We'll now move on to the middle school.
All right, we have an 8th grader this month. We'd like to call up Jessica Ariola Anaya.
Yeah.
Oh, just go put it on.
Good call.
All right, here are a few things from our teachers. The first one is from Miss Caputi. Jessica is one of the hardest working, smartest, coolest women in the biz. I am grateful she was put in my class. I've learned a lot from her.
Jessica es una de las mujeres más trabajadoras, inteligentes y geniales en lo que hace. Estoy agradecida de que haya sido parte de mi clase. He aprendido mucho de ella.
All right, next one from Mrs. Dayton. I have Jessica in ELD class. She is an ELD student who consistently demonstrates exceptional effort and growth in her development. She approaches learning with confidence and determination. She's not afraid to take academic risks when reading, writing, and speaking English. It's hard to believe she's only been learning the language for just the last 2 years. Jessica actively participates in class, asks thoughtful questions, and asks for and uses feedback to improve her work. Her dedication to learning and positive attitude make her a strong role model for her peers, and she is a pure joy to have in my classroom.
Tengo a Jessica en mi clase de desarrollo del idioma inglés. Ella es una estudiante que está aprendiendo inglés y demuestra constantemente un gran esfuerzo y un gran crecimiento en su desarrollo del idioma. Enfrenta el aprendizaje con confianza y determinación y no tiene miedo de tomar riesgos académicos al leer, escribir y hablar en inglés. Es difícil creer que solo ha estado aprendiendo el idioma durante los últimos 2 años. Jessica participa activamente en clase, hace preguntas y utiliza las sugerencias para mejorar su trabajo. Su dedicación y su actitud positiva la convierten en un gran ejemplo para sus compañeros y es una verdadera alegría tenerla en mi clase.
All right, and I'll read this one from Mr. Hunter. It's a great pleasure to be able to do a write-up for Jessica. She always comes to class with a positive attitude and a cheerful disposition, and her work is consistently of high quality. She is conscientious, sets a good example to those around her, and gets along well with her peers. She may not realize it, but she is a true leader in her own way.
Es un gran placer poder escribir sobre Jessica. Siempre llega a clase con una actitud positiva y un ánimo alegre, y su trabajo es de alta calidad. Es responsable, da un buen ejemplo a quienes la rodean y se lleva muy bien con sus compañeros. Tal vez ella no lo sepa, pero es una verdadera líder a su manera.
All right, good job.
Thank you. We'll move on to the high school.
We're going to start with our employee of the month, Mr. Alex Wolf. He didn't bring this whole clan because, you know, he doesn't like embarrassment, so we're going to embarrass him a little bit. As teacher of 9th grade English language arts and personal finance, Alex consistently demonstrates a strong commitment to student learning, positive connection, and personal growth. He's known for his kindness, his patience, and his ability to approach behavioral and learning challenges positively and with purpose. He works very hard to skillfully turn difficult moments into meaningful learning opportunities. Alex takes the time to truly teach, mentor, and connect with students. At the heart of his teaching is the desire to build trusting relationships that help students feel supported and successful. He approaches every situation with empathy, encouragement, and remarkable energy, ensuring that students feel seen, valued, and capable of growth. Whether in the classroom or during challenging moments, Alex consistently goes the extra mile, offering unwavering support and always placing the needs of every child first. Our students are better because of his dedication and care. Beyond the classroom, Alex serves as high school football coach and as an advisor for the Dog Gaming Club, further exemplifying its commitment to student engagement and school culture. In these roles, he creates positive, inclusive environments where students feel connected, develop confidence, and build meaningful relationships. Alex's impact is evident in both academic and extracurricular settings, and his leadership, consistency, and compassion continues to strengthen Nissa High School. Thank you for making Nissa High School a better place for staff and students, and congratulations on being recognized as Employee of the Month.
All right, we got our volunteers of the month for February, and we have Alex and Nikki Cutler. Come on down. All right, we got family connection here. So, no, you're good. Nikki and Alex Cutler have been incredible supporters of Nissa Athletics, always stepping up wherever they are needed. From running the score clock and keeping the team booked to helping out at basketball games, football contests, and countless other activities. Their reliability and positive attitude never go unnoticed. Their willingness to serve our student athletes and programs truly make a difference. We are grateful for the time and energy that they give to our Bulldog community. And that was from Mr. Josh Deanna, our athletic director. And last one, I want to echo Josh's appreciation and personally thank both of you for the incredible support you provide to Nissa High School. Your willingness to step in wherever needed and your consistent positive presence make a meaningful impact on our students and programs. Nissa is fortunate to have community members like you who give their time and energy so generously. Your commitment truly reflects the Bulldog spirit, and we are grateful for all that you do. Thank you again for supporting our student athletes and our school. And that was from Mr. Cleaver. And I echo all there. They're awesome. They're at everything. They yell at me every once in a while. Miss Alex has a very, when the flag goes up, she really has a perfect timing because she's done it so many times after the national anthem. So it's always a good exit to the national anthem. So Nikki and Alex Keller.
We also have a student of the month, Miss Greta Chamberlain. Please come up. Let's hope we put that on her. Okay. Greta hurt herself again this weekend. She plays really, really hard. A couple things. First off, I'll start off. Greta, obviously, we have a lot of wonderful, wonderful students in Nissa High School. Let's be fair, right? And so Greta was from Vail last year, right? And so came over here. And so to be nominated as Student of the Month, right, with us, we've obviously known her for a while, right? We know who she is and what she's about. But the reality world, that's how good she is. Does that make sense? For her to move that far ahead of the line, that fast, right? Because everybody that's interacted with her says, man, what a wonderful human being. And so we want to definitely award her for this, and we're going to read a couple things. It says, Mr. Lamb says this, Greta has transitioned to a new school in remarkable fashion. She's very outgoing and is always looking for ways to contribute to her community. Greta is a team player and works hard to make positive results. She is kind, helpful, and considerate. Most importantly, Greta is a high-quality young lady from a high-quality family. Mr. McLean said this, Greta is an incredibly kind, polite, hardworking, and diligent student who is such a positive influence on her peers. Her commitment to learning and personal growth will open many doors of opportunity when she leaves Nissa High School. Mr. McLean. Mr. Durfee said, Greta's been a model singer. She comes to class prepared to work. Greta's humble and cares about her learning, responds to challenges, and cares about getting better. She also loves to ask questions, have conversations, and sometimes keeps me from getting any rehearsals done. I don't know if that's good or not, Mr. Durfee. Mr. Sapp says this, Greta Chamberlain is a student who has had an impact on Nissa High School that can be felt for years and years after she's left. She's a great student, she's a good athlete, and she's well liked by Nissa kids. But what Greta has done is jumpstart our FCA program and included everyone in a way that can only be described as Christ-like. From day one in Nissa, Greta has been fellowshipping with any and everyone, including all kids she meets. Greta has inspired me as a person and helping me remember why I got into teaching, service. Greta comes from a family of amazing believers that has been a tremendous blessing to our community, and this award is certainly deserved from Mr. Sapp. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations to all our amazing community members, staff, and students. I'd like to invite you to have your pictures taken out in the hallway for our Facebook page. So, with your families. So, and you're all welcome to come back if you'd like to listen to the rest of our meeting. We love to have public here. The next item on our agenda are visiting patrons' public comment. Do we have any public comment this evening? Having none, we'll move on to our reports, our ASB report.
How are you guys doing today?
Hello.
I think I'll stand over here again because I kind of liked it a little better last time so I can speak to everybody. So first of all, I don't have a lot to say today just because it's been a little just relaxing moments, I feel like, of our school year. And right now we're ending our spring sports, of course. So we have our girls, last weekend, the girls went over to Umatilla and Riverside and competed, and they won both their games, so that was pretty exciting for them. And then, let's see here, we have our boys wrestling having their districts this weekend. And then the following weekend will be the girls in LeGrand, I believe. And yeah, we're just finishing up our spring sports. And then today actually was a little exciting day. We, Miss Long, she has all of our business classes, so she took all her students over to Olive Garden to practice our business lunch etiquette, because we've been learning a lot. Our last unit was business etiquette, just overall. So today we gotta take a little field trip over to Olive Garden in Nampa, and we just gotta practice that within small groups, having a little lunch business meeting. So yeah, that's all I really have for you guys today. You know, not a whole lot, but maybe next month. Thank you.
Do we have any questions?
Yeah, do we have any questions?
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just a note, senior night for band and also for the pep band, and then boys and girls basketball will be this Thursday. So
This Thursday?
Yes,
this coming Thursday against Mackay. We'll be on our last home game. We should have a playoff game against Burns girls basketball for the district tournament next Tuesday. So it will be in Burns. Unless something crazy happens on Thursday.
Starts at 4 or whatever.
Yeah. 3. JV said 3. Yeah.
Thank you. We'll now move on to our superintendent's report. Thank you, Luke. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Well, good evening, Chair, board members, staff, and community members. Thank you for being here tonight and for your continued commitment to the Nissa School District. We truly appreciate the time and dedication that it takes for everybody. Last Monday, the board participated in a review of our mid-year assessment to check student progress and ensure we're moving forward to our academic goals. During this review, we were able to see areas of strong growth across our district, which we are extremely proud of, which is encouraging and reinforcing our work that is moving in the right direction. And we saw that tonight with these kiddos, like the first kiddo from 5th grade that has moved almost 2 years, right? And so I was proud to present that to the board about the work that we're doing. I also want to highlight the recent graduation rates that were released. District-wide, our graduation rate was reported at 86%, and that was due to some former virtual students. However, Nissa High School achieved a 94% graduation rate, and I want to highlight how amazing that is. 94%. That reflects continued year-over-year improvement at the high school level and is a testament of the hard work of our students, staff, and broader community. I want to say congratulations to everyone involved. Your unwavering commitment is clearly making a difference. And so we're also going to be getting some articles, news articles out just highlighting that awesome percentage on there. So, and at this time, I'd like to invite Mr. Murray forward to provide an update on our federal programs and share some information regarding the annual beat.
Good evening, everybody. Just very briefly, we've received orders from the federal government that we will be funded next year for our federal programs at the same level that we have been this past year, so there should be no interruption in any of our services for those programs, including the Migrant 1C program. And then in regard to the beat, if you'll mark your calendars for March 12th, which will be the 10th annual Malheur County Spelling Bee. And once again, we'll host 19 different schools throughout the county to determine the top overall speller. And we look forward to any of you coming out and seeing those events.
Thank you, Mr. Murray. I appreciate it. I know I'm already sick of the 2nd grade spelling list, so I'm looking forward to that to happen. So, we are also well underway with several of our summer construction projects. These include a new roof for the cafeteria and a remodel, a new bus turnaround and pavement improvements at the middle school, and other important faculty or facility upgrades. In addition, the new gate for the track. I know that's something that the community has been asking for and the board as well. Part of it actually showed up today. It is en route and will be installed, and so that'll be up extremely soon to allow us to open it for the public. And then when that happens, I will get an announcement out on all of our social media, out to every grade level and those things, and so with the hours of operation. Finally, as Mr. Murray kind of alluded to, we're going to continue monitoring the state budget. While the state is currently projecting a potential shortfall, we don't anticipate this disrupting any of our district operations and our continued growth at this time. And so we see we're flat funded federally, and State-wise, we'll know again in March. But I just wanted to let everybody know that, that's what we're anticipating. And thank you again for your leadership, partnership, and continued support of the Nissa School District. Thank you very much. That's it.
Any questions for Ryan? Hearing none. Ben, it's Crystal's turn.
Well, that was just perfect because I'm going to talk about financials. So I'm presenting, thank you, Ray.
You're welcome.
Financials through the end of January 31st, 2026 is in your packet. It was a nice month. We had a little over 2.4 in revenue that came in, and our expenditures were just a little under 2.2 million. So we're just adding to our cumulative balance to carry that forward to pay all of our bills the remaining of the fiscal year. As I always provide to you, following that report from the general fund is our LGIP monthly statement. You can see what went in that account and what came out of that account. Also provided the tax report from the county, so you can see of the money we received in the month of January, what years of taxes had been paid that month to us. I also have provided to you just an update on our middle school bond fund. We've now exceeded a little over $408,000 in that account, which that's great because that's about what our next debt service payment is that will be due in June. So that money will sit in that account until June, and we'll make that payment. And yeah, that payment is in June. Also, we have that money in a different LGIP account, so I've provided that monthly statement for you, and also the tax report from the county. Following that is our food service statement. At the end of January, we have ended at a negative $87,000. I believe we did have 15 days of service in January, so that was brought in more revenue than the month of December. But that's where we're sitting with food service. The next report is our approval of the bills. This is everything the district paid out from January 7th through February 5th. And the final report that I always provide is our January payroll report, what was paid out for the month of January.
Are there any questions for Crystal? Hearing none? Thank you, Crystal.
You're welcome.
We'll move on then to the consent agenda. Which will be to approve minutes in the February 2nd work session and the January 12th regular meeting. The financial report is presented. To approve the budget calendar, which we had our work session, was presented at our work session. Hires. Retirement. Do I hear a motion on the consent agenda, or are there any questions on the consent agenda?
I make a motion to adopt the consent agenda as presented.
Okay.
It's been moved by Susie and seconded by Dustin to approve the consent agenda as provided. All those in favor, signify by raising your hand. Any opposed? The motion carries. Okay, now the exciting stuff. We'll move on to new business. At our work session, we got our information on policy JECB, the inter-district transfer request, the deadline and transfer limits, NISA in-person school, and for our NISA virtual school. Do we have any questions on that for our superintendent? Do I hear a motion?
I make a motion that we adopt the inter-district transfers based on board policy JECB and allow these timeframes for inter-district transfers.
It's been moved by Maribel and seconded by Nick to set in-person inter-district transfer request deadline as June 15th with transfer limits to be determined by class size and resources available. All those in favor signify by raising your hand. Any opposed? The motion carries. The next portion of this is the NISA virtual inter-district transfer deadline and transfer limits. Are there any questions?
I think our motion is.
I think that already,
Yeah.
included that.
She
Okay,
can-
we already did both. Okay. Sorry about that, folks. In that case, we'll move on then to the district calendar, the 26-27 calendar.
I make a motion that we adopt the district calendar proposal for 2026-2027.
I second.
Been moved by Maribel and seconded by Susie.
But before we vote on that, I
Oh,
think the
sorry.
motion needs to be contingent on the union agreement also
Thank
being
you.
the calendar.
There are two calendars in there, and so yeah, the first one is contingent upon that agreement. If it doesn't, then the second calendar reflects if that agreement can't be made. So, and that really is just highlighting the only thing where is that Veterans Day on the 11th, and then moving that Friday to January. So, other than that, that pretty looks like this.
Okay. So contingent on the acceptance by the unions.
And then alternately approving the second calendar if unions do not agree.
Correct.
So essentially, we're approving two calendars. One in case the other one doesn't approve by the.
So the first choice, right?
Yes, and the unions give us feedback. They don't approve or disapprove, but there is that date on there that is counted as a holiday, which we would like to swap those days. So that's the agreement we're waiting on it. So they don't have final say in the, yes, this is what went. We gather their feedback and present that in here. So it's just that one day if we can swap that holiday or not. So, and we're in negotiating year, so that'll come up. Yeah.
Did we discuss talking further about the calendar in our last meeting, or was it like, that's just my memory, is that we were going to look at it and then discuss it again at our next work session? If we all feel good about it, that's fine. I just thought that we had discussed that.
I will ask, should we wait until we get back from
The only, like I said, the only agreement we're waiting on is with the classified, and we're kind of in bargaining, and there are some other union things going on, and in order to get that for families early, I'd like to get this out there, knowing that that's really the only day that would change in there, so.
that's the only
Yeah.
possibility.
Yeah, and I don't know how long the other process is gonna take, us being in a bargaining year. Sometimes it could be June, and so let's communicate early and we go from there, so. Yep.
Based on that from the superintendent, we have a motion on the floor from, made the motion.
Maribel,
Maribel,
yeah.
and seconded by Susie. Contingent on the items that, on the union. All those in favor signify by raising your hand. Any opposed? The motion carries. The next item on the agenda is board report, is board scholarship. This year we are presenting 5 $1,000, or we have available 5 $1,000 scholarships from the board to an eligible senior. The openings application is, give me a little help here.
We're just opening it as of right now until the deadline of April.
So, and they will be, the applications go to the district office, basically.
Was it April 3rd? Right, 5.
Okay, so hopefully our seniors get plenty of notice and are well aware of this. And please, our seniors need to know that an incomplete application will not be accepted. Any questions on that? Any comments? Okay, the last item on the board report is our work session for March 2nd at 6 p.m. I think we've had some good work sessions, and so I actually kind of look forward to them.
It's good.
So, are there any questions about work session? Emma? Any other questions?